In an era where vocal perfection often takes precedence over authenticity, one country legend is taking a firm stance against the trend of lip-syncing. No matter what his voice sounds like on the day of a performance. The 49-year-old chart-topping country star, known for his raw vocals and blue-collar anthems, made waves this week after declaring he would never lip-sync in concert, even if he's fighting a sore throat, battling allergies, or sounds a bit froggy. "I've had nights where I walk out on stage and my voice is not where I want it to be. I've sounded rough. But I still sing it live. Every single note," the singer said in a candid interview. "Because that's what the fans deserve. They deserve real. They paid for me, not a track." The remark comes at a time when discussions about live music integrity are once again in the spotlight. Several pop and rock acts have faced criticism for relying heavily on backing tracks during performances. Some even caught clearly lip-syncing during televised appearances. But for this country star, there's no room for faking it. "Even if I sound like a frog that got caught in a lawnmower, I'm gonna sing it live," he quipped, adding, "I've always believed the connection comes from the imperfections. That's what makes it real." Fans of the artist, whose career spans more than 2 decades and includes multiple platinum albums, Grammy nominations, and sold-out arena tours, have long praised him for his authentic performances and genuine approach to the genre. "He's one of the few left who really sings from the heart every single night," said one longtime fan who has attended 15 of his concerts. "There's no auto-tune, no lip-syncing, no faking. Just him, his guitar, and a whole lot of heart." Despite occasional hoarseness or vocal strain, something inevitable for performers who log hundreds of shows over the years, the singer insists he's never once considered pressing play and faking a performance. "I remember one night in Kansas City," he recalled. "I had a cold, and my voice cracked so bad in the middle of the chorus that I thought the sound guy's equipment had blown out. But the fans just cheered louder. They were with me. That kind of moment doesn't happen if you're miming to a recording." His views echo sentiments held by many within the country music community, which often prides itself on authenticity and a no-frills approach to performance. While other genres have embraced slick choreography and pre-recorded vocals, country has, by and large, remained a stronghold of live musicality. Still, it's not always easy. "There are nights I've walked off stage feeling like I failed because I couldn't hit the high notes," he admitted. "But then I get messages from people who say, 'That was the best show I've ever seen.' And it reminds me, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present." The singer's commitment to live performance began early in his career, when he was performing in honky-tonks and small-town fairs. With no sound engineers or backing tracks to rely on, he had to learn how to adapt on the fly, sometimes performing through colds, dust storms, or even technical failures. "I once played a show where the power went out, and I had to sing acoustic with no mic. That was the night I learned what being a performer really means," he said. "You don't quit. You show up. You give what you got." Industry insiders say his attitude is refreshing in a time when the line between performance and playback is increasingly blurred. "A lot of major acts these days rely on tracks," said a veteran Nashville producer. "But not him. He's old school. He takes pride in delivering the real thing, even when his voice isn't 100%. That kind of integrity is rare. It's also something that's been passed down through generations." The singer says he was inspired by the late greats of country music, legends who sang with grit and grace, even when their voices weren't flawless. "I grew up on Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings. Those guys didn't hide behind technology. They sang with soul. If they had a rasp, they used it. If their voice cracked, it became part of the story," he explained. His own voice, often described as a rich baritone with a southern twang, has matured over the years, and yes, occasionally gotten froggy. "I've woken up on show day and sounded like a bullfrog," he laughed. "But I drink some tea, do some warm-ups, and go out there anyway. Because I believe people appreciate honesty more than perfection." That attitude has earned him a fiercely loyal fanbase, many of whom say his live shows are better precisely because they're unpredictable. "You never know what you're gonna get, but you know it'll be real," said another fan. "And that's what keeps us coming back." It's also why younger country artists often look to him for guidance, both musically and professionally. He told me once, "Never sing a note you don't believe in." said a rising country newcomer who opened for the star on tour. That stuck with me. Watching him perform every night, no matter how he was feeling, taught me more than any vocal coach ever could. The singer admits the pressure to sound perfect is higher than ever, especially with the rise of social media where clips can go viral, for better or worse. I've seen videos where people roast artists for having one bad note. That kind of stuff can mess with your head, he said. But I remind myself, I'm not a robot. I'm a singer. And singers are human. He also believes that the pressure to lip sync or use vocal enhancement stems from fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, and fear of disappointing fans. But he argues that the real disappointment comes from pretending. If I ever got to the point where I couldn't sing at all, like really couldn't get a note out, I'd cancel the show and refund everyone, he said. But I'm not going to stand up there and fake it. That's not who I am. The country star says he feels a sense of duty to uphold a tradition, one that prioritizes storytelling, emotional honesty, and the bond between artist and audience. I don't want fans leaving my show saying, "Wow, that sounded just like the record." I want them saying, "I felt something tonight." That's the goal. As for the future, he plans to keep touring, keep recording, and keep doing it all live, frogs and all. I've got 20 more years in me, God willing, he said. And I'll be croaking my way through ballads and boot stompers until the last encore. For a man whose legacy is built on heartfelt lyrics and unfiltered vocals, the refusal to lip sync isn't just a performance choice. It's a declaration of artistic principle. It's me. It's always gonna be me. Whether I sound like velvet or gravel, he smiled. That's the deal I made with the fans and with myself.